Hi home chefs, foodies. I've got a recipe going for you guys for the Vancouver Cherry Blossom Festival. We're using some of our products, morel mushrooms, wild rice, and bull kelp to put together a Wild Origins Primavera inspired recipe. Primavera in Italian means spring. And I've got some the seaweed, the morels, some wild rice cooking in the back here. We're basically sending this box out to you guys that is gonna have all these ingredients in it. You're gonna be able to cook it at home, and we hope that you enjoy it while you're watching the cherry blossoms come out in Vancouver and cooking at home with your loved ones and friends. Every box that you're gonna get delivered to your front door is gonna have this dried aromatic seasoning. So we've used fresh organic parsley from the Lower Mainland, some lemon zest, lemons are from California, dried red chilies from Mexico. So these are a wild red chili de arbol. And you also have a little bit of oregano in there. So this is gonna get tossed into the Primavera right at the last second. It's cooking here, it's pretty much done. It's been about 45 minutes. The smell of it is very similar to like a jasmine tea. Great thing to leave on the stove simmering. Fills the home with a beautiful aroma. I'm just gonna add a little bit of our olive oil, our 50 mils, to this pot. And I'm gonna start by adding my shallot and garlic, as well as one full package of our Yukon Fire morels. The morel, shallot, garlic are going to add a real earthy, meaty aroma to this dish. Even though it's a vegetarian dish, despite what you might put on top, the morels are really what gives it that robust, earthy, smoky flavor that's going to make everybody at the table happy. The shallots, garlic, and morels cooking in this pan. The rice has been cooking. I'm going to strain it off into my vessel. In this case, it happens to be another pot. And the reason that we're separating the rice from the liquid is I don't want to overcook the rice. I'm just going to recuperate the liquid and add it as needed to the rest of the dish. I'll probably end up using most of it. I just want to make sure that the dish isn't too wet, and this just helps me to control that. And add our seaweed. This is all our chopped up dried bull kelp. It's a whole package. That's going to go in. Add a splash of our rice cooking liquid. This stuff's like tea. Like I said, it's very aromatic, so you want to make sure you use it. Even if you don't use it all in this dish, save it, drink it hot just as is, and or use it the next day, try playing around with it, make an iced tea or something like that. Just gonna add in the diced tomatoes for the last few minutes of cooking here. I'm gonna add in the spice blend that comes with the box. And I've got like just a little bit of this rice cooking liquid left. I can add the rest of that as well. I think if you start off with like 2.5 liters of water, you're pretty much bang on using your rice cooking liquid for this final Primavera dish. Just gonna give it a quick stir, let that incorporate. I'm gonna finish it with just the 50 grams of butter and an extra little drizzle of olive oil, some fresh cracked pepper, and it'll be ready to go. Tomatoes have been in there for a couple minutes. I'm gonna finish the dish with about 50 grams of butter, so about 3 tablespoons. By all means, if you want to keep it vegan, don't use butter and use just olive oil. I'm gonna add the olive oil in there, some lemon juice, and a few cracks of fresh pepper. Bring that off the heat. Let that butter and olive oil emulsify into the Primavera. In this case, our Primavera is morels, seaweed, wild rice. Morels and seaweed both come into season in the spring. That's why we've chosen to include them in your gourmet box. And last but not least, always give it a taste. Make sure you've got the appropriate amounts of salt, pepper, acid. The seaweed is quite salty, but in this case, because of the amount of rice and tomato, I'm gonna add a little bit at the end, just to bring out the seasoning. It's probably also because I added some lemon juice, acidity and salt cutting each other. Seasoning to taste, everybody has a different palate when it comes to salt and pepper. All right, so here you have it. My version of a Primavera, usually made with pasta. In this case, we've used indigenous Saskatchewan wild rice. Feel free to put like Parmesan cheese, a protein that you really enjoy. Don't be shy to modify the recipe to your liking. You have the base here, you've got all the products that you need to work with, and make sure when you're serving this to a loved one or friend that you just grab a few extra little morels out of your pot. Maybe you're gonna have some leftovers the next day, but make sure you add these little morels right on the top so that they're the star of the plate, because they are my favorite ingredient. Hope you guys enjoyed this Vancouver Cherry Blossom Festival inspired dish. Springtime, morels, seaweed, super healthy. You can make it vegetarian, vegan, or you can add a protein in there. Enjoy.